You know your triggers. You've read the books, studied your past, and you can intellectually explain exactly why you react the way you do. But when the stimulus actually hits, when that specific person speaks or that specific text arrives, the heart rate spikes and the vision narrows. Despite all your knowledge, the emotional spiral happens anyway. Understanding the psychology of your trauma operates in the intellect, but the triggered response happens in the body. Talk therapy maps the house with incredible detail, but it often leaves the original, unstable foundation untouched. When your system gets hijacked in a fraction of a second, you are facing a structural issue. Your nervous system is following a path that has worn into your body over years, a breakdown in the internal architecture of how you process energy. Tantric science calls these preset paths karmic loops. They are the energetic momentum that carries you into a reaction before your conscious mind even has a chance to intervene. To reclaim your agency, you need a technique that operates at the speed of the nervous system. You need a way to sever that loop the moment it begins to move. True sovereignty comes from shifting your focus away from the why of the past and toward the how of the present. You have to learn how to architecturally freeze that momentum in real time. The Mahavidyas provide the framework for this work. They represent 10 specific vibrational codes embedded within human consciousness, each acting as a psychological archetype for a different stage of awakening. The 8th code, Vagalamukhi, governs the archetype of the empowered pause. She is the principle of intentional inaction. The specific mechanic used to activate this pause is stambhana, the profound power to halt unconscious kinetic motion instantly. While basic mindfulness observes the spinning wheel of a trigger, stambhana functions like a titanium rod shoved directly into the spokes. This technique targets the physical momentum of the emotion. It holds the energy static at its source, creating a momentary stillness that allows the prefrontal cortex to regain control of your behavior. Mastering this pause transforms the gap between stimulus and response. What was once a moment of vulnerability becomes your most effective tool for psychological freedom. Bring a recurring trigger to mind. Pay close attention to the solar plexus or the chest. Notice the specific kinetic energy that tries to rise and expand the moment you feel threatened or irritated. We begin with the solar setup. Sit with a straight spine and place your right hand on your solar plexus at the navel and your left hand over your heart. Inhale for 4 seconds. Now hold that breath gently for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 to 8 seconds while intoning the seed syllable, hleem. This sound generates a neurological shockwave designed to disrupt the habitual firing of your stress response. Let's use this moment to check your resistance. In the comments, identify exactly where your body fought that 4-second breath hold. Did your throat tighten, or did your chest want to collapse? Locating that specific tension reveals exactly where your body stores the momentum of your trigger. By noticing it, you have already moved from being a participant in the reaction to being a witness of it. Now, visualize a golden yellow wheel spinning at your center. With every exhale, see it slowing down until it reaches an absolute locked stop. This stop initiates the principle of udvaritas, the conscious withdrawal and upward redirection of your energy. The force you would normally use to fuel an argument or a flight response is pulled completely inward. You are rendering the external conflict void by refusing to provide the energy it needs to continue. This stillness is the ultimate expression of power. You are no longer moving out of habit, but acting from a place of total alignment. Consistent practice creates a field of energetic reversal around you. You stop the reflexive need to defend your identity or prove your value through words. People around you will feel this vibrational change. In a conflict, your silence carries a weight and authority that a raised voice can never achieve. You are standing in the stillness of the I. From this position, you function as the sovereign architect of your own presence, dictating the terms of your response rather than being driven by the storm. However, stopping the reactive noise comes with a challenge. It removes the ego's usual defenses, leaving you in the raw, unmasked silence of your own being. When that void opens up, what will you do with the authentic voice that finally begins to emerge? That voice is the domain of Matangi, the code of inner truth. We will explore how to find and speak that frequency in the next part of our series on Khan Sachdev's The Mahavidya Code.